Take your guess at what this is on the plate before me. It is not a ding dong. It is not a cuckoo with strawberry. We are at the Parker House in downtown Boston, at one of the bars here at the hotel. Was here earlier. Interesting. A lot of history in this hotel, the Parker House, the hotel. It reminds me a lot of Peabody, the Peabody in Memphis, with its history and sort of the mining of the history. This hotel has been built and torn down and rebuilt and renovated and remodeled, much like the Peabody, the Grand Dame or the Grand Duck in Memphis. And this hotel too has undergone a number of destructions and rebuilding and renovations and things like that. And of course, they're proud of their heritage and the history. And there seems to be, it's interesting what a lot of their history here seems to be not so much in the place as in some of the people that worked here. I was quite surprised. Ho Chi Minh worked here. Malcolm X once worked here as a busboy. That's quite impressive. Some of the people who worked here. Others who kind of worked here out of tables were some of the literary figures of the day. You had people like Emerson, Longfellow, who had what was called a Saturday club here, where I suppose Saturday morning they would come and have sort of a book club, if you will, maybe, or a discussion, literary discussion group where they would sit around. Kind of, I don't know. I'm speculating here. Kind of like the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville, outside of Belmont or Vanderbilt, where they would sit around and work on literary pieces and work on poems and get feedback from others within the club. And I don't know. It's speculation. This being Christmas time, Dickens, on his tour of the United States, of course, this was a mainstay of a lot of his time in the United States, certainly Boston. And it's said that Christmas Carol was previewed up the church here at the Tremont Church. He premiered the American version of A Christmas Carol. So that brings me to this cake in front of me. It is said in lore or fact or fiction that the Boston cream pie first became made here in the Parker Hotel. And this is it. Okay. Looking up on Wikipedia, they said that custard cakes, cream cakes were popular at the time. That supposedly, I believe, a French chef here at the hotel was credited in the late 19th century, I believe. 1860 or 1850 or so with creating the Boston cream pie. And custard cakes were common, but from what I could tell, what made the Boston cream pie here at the Parker Hotel special and in demand was the glazed chocolate, from what I hear. It was the glazed chocolate that supposedly was part of the Boston cream pie that then at that time glazed chocolate was new. It wasn't it wasn't normal. And now I couldn't tell you if this is glazed chocolate or not, but it certainly is decorative. And I'm just about to have a piece of Boston cream pie from the Parker Hotel here in downtown Boston. One moment, please. Certainly is rich, if nothing else. It is a meal for many here. Very rich and cakey. I want to say this is like, it's cakey. And I don't get pie, of course. I kind of get cake, but it's almost like a biscuit kind of roughness to it, and of course a nice piece of custard in the middle. That's not all custard, so. It's the Boston cream pie here on a winter's night at the Parker House this December night in downtown Boston.